All right, let's do it.
All right. Air It Out Radio is at Check Fire. Make sure y'all check out the website, airitoutradio.net. I am here with Birthmark. How
Yo,
are
yo,
you?
I'm doing good. What's going on with your five shit? For sure.
It's so weird seeing the other person just stare at me like that. I ain't gonna hold you.
I know.
I'm just
I
like,
feel like, nah. Yeah, he's my backup, man. He's my backup.
I
Nah,
know. He like, what we doing?
that's what's up. That's
For
what's up.
real. Y'all look
Yeah,
like two different people though. It does a
yeah,
little bit.
yeah. It's the glasses. It's
Yeah,
the
I
glasses.
know.
Clark Kent and then Superman. You know.
Right. Yeah, yeah. You can pass for that for sure.
Yeah,
Okay. So we're gonna
yeah.
break down. I know I interviewed you somewhere a little bit before, but like this is gonna be like more of an, detailed one. So,
Okay.
all right, let's break down birthmark.
Okay.
Because I know you say 1-3 that made a B, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But but I
For
mean,
sure.
so how did you come up with the name besides you, pretty much starting at the age of 13?
Um. 13. I was born March 13th. Uh,
Dang.
Lived on 13th Street. Everywhere I've been, 13 has been following me.
Wow.
Um, uh, we from the States, so you know what I mean, 13 colonies. You look at the Bible, you got 12 disciples plus Jesus was 13. You know what I'm saying? So it was just kind of clicked with me. But my favorite number has always been 13. Birthmark pretty much I'm representing the people that's been here from the beginning, and like a birthmark, no matter what you do, you can't remove us. And just end up adding the 13 to put a little flavor to it. It also represent me.
Oh, okay. I thought you had like a real birthmark
I have a birthmark. It's a
where is it
weird.
at?
It's on my arm, on my left arm. It's kind
Okay.
of weird looking, but it has no shape of the 13 at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was about to say now, if it was a 13, man,
Right. Yeah.
that would be
Only thing on my body that matches 13, I wear size 13 shoes. That's the only thing that matches. So,
dang, that's a
that's,
crazy
yeah.
coincidence how all these 13s are surrounding you though. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Did you ever speak to anybody else and they say what it actually means or like, why is it so significant to you? Did anybody else like ever talk to you about it?
I haven't really spoken to anybody that did astrology or was into that kind of stuff. I read across a few things of it symbolizing a form of completion, but everything else that I've kind of regurgitated to you was from information that I learned on my own, and of course experience because of so many different places. Like even the bus route on where I live is number 13.
No.
No, that's my word. No, seriously, like
Dang, that's crazy.
yeah, it's really,
Kind of scary though, it's scary though in a way. Like
I
how
don't know.
is all these 13s is like, you know?
I, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like how I don't know if it's like scary. It's kind of reinforcement to me. I mean,
Yeah.
it's laugh,
No, but I
laugh, come.
mean, like, such a coincidence. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's just
yeah.
like, wow.
Oh, and then on the wild tip, like, I had a situation where my daughter was out of my life for a while. I had to fight through the courts.
Mhm.
Ironically, when me and her reunited, she was 13. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Oh my
Like
God, I can't.
yeah, it's
What?
like it kind of reminds me of Jim Carrey with the movie Numbers. I think that's what number 23 or something like that. He had
Mhm.
a movie. It was
Yeah.
kind of like kind of following me around, but I mean, I learned to kind of embrace it and kind of see it as a good signs. I was born on Friday the 13th. So it's like yeah, it's got a
Do you
vibe.
ever like get to the point where you like, yeah, I know what's gonna happen on the 13th, or watch 13 going. Do you get like that? Because I know that, and then when it don't come out, you be disappointed.
Nah,
No.
I don't try to jump it. I
Right.
don't try to jump it. I mean, I just kind of just play my role, and then later on, I look back and if it falls in line with my number, then I'm like, okay, cool.
Do you
But
gamble? Do you play 13?
I don't gamble at all.
You know?
I played the lottery one time, and that was because my mom made me. because it was like
She
it was
made
like it was $500 million. She said, "You better play the you better play
right.
the
Everybody better play.
right, right." You
Have
know what
a
I'm saying?
bill.
So you know what I mean. Like I say, it
So
don't
you
take
didn't win. I'll take it.
not at all, not at all, not at all.
But
Not
you
at all.
mad at boss, but like, Mom, you owe me $1. You owe me.
Right, I need that.
Right. She forced you.
Yeah, fuck.
Okay.
I'm like, man, you know, I don't usually do this. And that was first thing. I know you don't. I know you don't like gambling and stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm like, here's what it is.
Right. Some people don't. Some
Yeah.
people don't. So, let's get into your other name because your real name, you're related
Mhm.
to one of the Ruffins,
For
right?
sure, for sure.
Now, do you get good or bad feedback with the whole association or a mixture?
I get. I've gotten all good feedback. If anything was said negatively, yeah. So, well, somebody said he didn't go out the way, in a admirable way how
Oh,
he passed. But addiction is real,
yeah.
and the streets is real. Um,
Hmm.
and but his brother Jimmy Ruffin, I mean, he, God bless his dead, just recently died a few years ago.
Mm,
Um, and that was of age, of age. It wasn't nothing headlining or anything like that dramatic. So,
yeah.
but same ordinary family problems people go through.
Right. Do they like be like, oh, you got an attitude like David Ruffin, or do you act like him a little bit? You know what I'm saying? You try to, because they think that he was like showboating and that he wanted all this attention and stuff. Do they ever think like you do the same thing sometimes, or you have an attitude or whatever?
From, I mean, and again, that's a lot what the movie portrayed and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
right, right. The movie.
But as far as me, no, I don't. I think my when people see me as a little opposite, because I guess you consider more humble. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
just when it's lights camera action, I do my thing,
Hmm.
and then once it's off, I'm a human being again. So
Yeah,
uh,
human being.
yeah, that's it.
Right. Let's talk about this background. What's going on with the background?
I'm sorry. I was just I, right
It's
now I'm
like
in the garage. I mean, I was like, well, let me try to dress it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So
I was
I
like,
put the
where is
photo
that?
together.
Like, I don't know, where is that? Like in the background.
It's my poster. Like whenever I go out and I perform, I'll pull out my poster. It makes it a lot easier when
Yeah.
performing versus saying, "Hey, come and get on this site or whatever," because
Right.
I really zone out when it's performance time
Yeah.
and focus on doing my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I have promotional things there. Some people want to grab, and some people do things from a distance. So this
Right.
is to accommodate both. So,
Boom. So you
yeah.
have your own banner in the background while you performing.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Dope. I don't think I've seen an artist do that yet. So that's
Yeah.
dope. Okay, I like that.
I
All right.
appreciate
Yeah, that's what's up. Okay. So you got you from Florida,
it.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Fort Lauderdale.
And now you
Yeah.
live in North Carolina, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Yeah.
All
That
right.
is.
Yeah. All right. What's I think I seen something on your page where you say you want to bring back the quality back to the industry. What do you mean by that?
Quality music. I'm a strong believer over quality over quantity,
Mm,
business wise. And so, I think because of music. And I felt this way for a while. I think 3000 kind of put it out there in different words of what I've spoke of in the past. But uh, music has become a money grab, too much of a money grab, and to the fact that everybody wants to be a Pac or everybody wants to be a Jay-Z and try to be the fastest one to complete a song or how many songs instead of taking the time and having the passion to put in the song, putting the quality time I mean, you don't. I mean, you don't have to be. I mean, I understand studio cost is a cost, but it's not about who's making the best song. Is who can put it together the fastest, and
Mhm.
it kind of curved away from the quality of making music, and that entails, of course, the money. You know what I'm saying? You because you want to try to get a quick buck. You're trying to get a quick return on your funds. Then with the music business being so, you know what I'm saying, so fucked up, is like you barely get paid anything. So if you have multiple people in addition with the person that makes the beat, you know what I mean? Like you really don't have the funds. So a lot of people want to try to, instead of focusing on putting a group project because they might sound better in a group, they want to go solo. And it's becoming more of a money grab, and is really not is really doing not doing a justice to the audience, you know.
Right. So why is it fucked up? Like, why do you think it's fucked up?
I
Besides
mean,
the money thing, like, why do you think it's fucked up?
as far as
Because we know
this,
everybody, like, people want money and stuff, and they want to try to take money from y'all in other situations. But what other things that make it fucked up? Fucked up.
I mean, people that don't have a passion for
Mm-hmm.
doing music. Um,
Mm.
and again, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody hustle, but
No, no.
that's something that you're not if you're not really into music, and again, I respect everybody hustle. I know people be in situations and you're trying to find an exit plan and you're going to look for the most convenient,
Yeah,
but if it's not your passion, um kind of, I think you kind of need to let it be for the ones that have a passion for it.
yeah.
And it's in right now, we for me, music is like conversation. uh right now we have too much of the same bullshit, which is this aggressive nonsense music. Everybody wants to have the, seem like they the gorilla, had the chest stuck out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I mean, it's natural. I mean, I know, competitively, I mean, like with males, I mean, we naturally have that aggression because of our, our way of life. You know what I'm saying? Like in the olden days, you had uh, kings and things like that. They train their sons as warriors, and we haven't had the chance to get off a lot of that aggression. So we're misguiding that that to use supposedly for protection and defense.
Mm.
We're putting it to streets and this music, and this is music is a very powerful tool. And it's
Yeah.
entertainment in general, and it's kind of fucking us up because we're hearing a lot of this bullshit. But
Mm.
big
Good
buck.
point. Good
Yeah.
point. And then I don't know why they would want to do it if they're not taking it serious anyway, because it's not easy to, like, they think it's easy, but like it's really not easy to just get on like they think it is all the time. Not unless you're doing it, you know, the clout chasing way or whatever. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because there's people that's been in the industry for like 20 some years and still haven't been on it. It's not as easy when you're doing it the right way. You know what I mean? And I guess
Facts.
I don't know what is the right way. What is the
And
right way?
I don't know. I mean, I,
I don't know.
I mean, for me to be qualified to say that, I would have to be at a financially status at
Right,
Jay-Z and the rest of them. So I'm not qualified to say what's the right
right.
way. What I can say was, for me, like I respect the person that I see in the mirror for what I put out. From whatever sales, which I prefer the direct sales, the streaming, it's all right. But for direct sales and people that do pay to see me or what have you, I appreciate that. It's not a whole bunch, but it's appreciated.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
and to
still
be able
people.
to yeah, and be able to do my music and exercise my craft and entertain people and see different decent responses, I'm good with that. If I can get it on a larger platform, of course, make a few extra ends with it, I'm with it. But
Right.
for me, it's peace of mind because even if I wasn't uh public with it, I'll still be doing it. So it's
Yeah.
just
What
been
would you
doing
be
music.
doing if you wasn't an artist?
I don't know, telling. I do a lot of different things. I mean, like I say, work, farming. I'm into trying
You
to get.
farming?
Yeah, my both my grandparents. I mean, they was farmers. I wish I would have paid attention to my granddad before he had passed because he was really trying to get me to take over the farm and stuff.
Mm,
But yeah, I'm into that. It's a lot of different things I'm really into, so it's hard to say if I would just be stuck on one other thing because even with doing music, I still kind of spread my time out and do
right.
different things to make myself as self-efficient as much as possible.
Yeah. I really want to get into farming life too, because I was out on this farm and it's so peaceful. You know what I mean?
Mm,
But it is a lot of work though, because I've seen some of the stuff like I was milking cows and stuff like that. Because it
yeah,
was on my bucket list to milk a cow. I know that's corny, but like I wanted to do it and it's harder than it looks. Like, especially
yeah,
if you just, you know what I mean? You just going it, because you just it looks easy. But
yeah.
trying to get that milk in there and then you gotta fill it all the way. It's like you gotta have patience. And I was like, wow, I don't know. I'm about
Right.
to go buy some. Okay. Like, nah, it was just, you it just makes you appreciate things, when you
Mm,
gotta make it and earn it, you know what I mean? And just it was just very eye-opening for me, just to be out there, But yeah, like that's dope if get some land and all that
right.
stuff. And did he have horses and stuff, or he just had like just the crops?
Uh, Mainly a lot of crops, pigs, few cows.
Yeah.
Um, I remember my granddad, and then they ran a nightclub as well for
Oh,
like 50 years. Yeah, it was crazy. So, what I mean, they would come in, and
wow.
my grandma, they'll come on in 3 o'clock in the morning or so. And my granddad, he'll wake up everybody up because he's cooking fresh bacon and stuff like that. So when I
Mm,
was pork and stuff,
wow.
yeah, pork chops, all kind of stuff. So yeah, we was getting the good fresh stuff.
Wow. You know what?
Yeah,
And that's why we should get back into farming, because the stuff that they doing to the food now is just like,
yeah, it's crazy.
it's really crazy. You know what I mean? So yeah, like that's one reason why I would love to have my own farm too, is just to like do my own stuff. You know what I mean? Because you just don't know
Yeah,
what they feeding us. Like
yeah, yeah.
they killing us
It's,
slowly.
yeah, it's real. I mean, what I mean, like we saw how things hit when we was going with the little 19 thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
how when shit got scarce,
Yeah.
the pirates come out and you know what I'm saying, and if
Literally.
money's messed up, you can't really get what you can get. But if you have your own, of course you got to still watch out for the pirates. But if you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying, if you got your own, what I mean, it helps reduce it helps give you a little extra time until things open back up.
Yeah.
So
But
that
you know
that's
what? Once they find out that you got it, then like you said, the pirates will come.
yeah, for sure.
Crazy. Like it really got scary out here for some people, that
Mhm.
do have certain things. It's
Yeah,
really scary. It remind me of like The Walking Dead and that kind of incident that people
right,
it
right.
really can
Yeah,
come true. It
for
really
real.
true.
And I mean, it was like I was thinking more so. What was the I Am Legend? As I was like,
Oh,
this is
yeah,
better. You
yeah.
know, but it was
Do you think
crazy
you
with
could
the whole.
survive if you had to be in that situation? Or you just be like, I don't care, I'm done.
No, I mean, I would like to say yeah for sure. I mean, I feel pretty confident. Never know how you react into certain situations, but from the beginning, I was raised, by a soldier, so he's taught me from the beginning how to maintain and survive. So I feel I would be okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Because your
And
dad was he pretty much is your hero, I think you had mentioned.
so for sure, yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
that's me, bro.
And you make a lot of positive songs about family, because you got the father and then you get the mother, the
Yeah,
mother, like you really are about the whole family. And then I think you got another one, ain't like family or something like that.
ain't nothing like
Ain't
family.
nothing
Yeah.
like that. And I'm like, that he really is into the family. Why is the family so important to you?
Um, I mean, nothing without family. And I've been blessed to have a good experience with father, mom. Even though they're separated, and have been. Uh, my
Okay.
uncles, aunts, grandparents. Like I've all had a good relationship with all of them, and I have a lot of peers that haven't had they tribe to be in their life for whatever reason, and it just gave me a way to appreciate it. And I think with so many so much risky behavior as males that we do, I want to try to tap in to try to make us restructure our thinking to try to minimize that risk to kind of to be here for our family. I mean, we so quick to say uh, we gods and this and this and that, and I mean, we
Right.
need that positive reinforcement. But you know, the Most High is both male and female, so you can't be a god without one without the other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So we have to have both of those to unite to be uh, that prototype
Right.
or that
For
child.
example,
Right, the
yeah.
particles of God, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
we say we were supposed to be all little guys. I don't think we can be that without having both of those units there, that male and female aspect. So, and I just really want to have a lot of people that's been locked up and they is locked up and they miss their family, man. So it's like we just need to really be out here available to be out here to be able to cut our mom's grass or to be able to help our dad on the roof or do some landscaping around the house and stuff like that. So I just want to try to bring that out, make it more public to try to remind us, hey man, you know what I mean? These is the real goals. Be free. You know what I mean? We're gonna go through our shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
We're gonna go through our shit, but the object of the game is to stay free and switch it up if you're doing something negative. You know what I mean? You want to try to avoid doing that as much as possible. You know what I mean? Karma, is about ethics, you know what I'm saying? If you be ethical, usually you're gonna reap what you sow, you feel me? And
Right.
vice versa.
True, true. And you gotta be around positive people. And like you said, you got real good people around you. So that's a good thing, you
Yeah.
know. Not everybody got that. What do you say to people that have like that negative, those negative people around you? You try to like encourage them because sometimes it's a lot of energy to put into people that this like that's all they know and they don't want to hear nothing you talking about. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm around a lot of people like that, and I try to encourage them, but it's really hard because that's all they know is like, nah, you know what I mean? None of that's real. Like they don't believe in positive enforcement and positive like feedback and all the love and support and stuff, you know. So
Right.
what do you say to somebody like that to give them because you come from a different, situation, but they may not.
Yeah. Um, you have to want to do good. If you're not willing to change your behavior, and because some of those people, and I have associates as well, and have been in mind frames, even though my background was that. I mean, it's not to say we don't have up and downs, but
Right.
it's learning your limitations with people, including family. You know what I'm saying? Or because sometimes even blood ain't necessarily family. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But you learn your limitations with them, and I don't know. It's just you have to look into self too, because we can be easily to point the finger on everybody else without observing what we might do to be getting some of these kind of reactions. Like you see people and there's no disrespect to people that's experiencing this, but just giving certain examples. If you see somebody that's out, a friend or associates or or just somebody that's out, and you notice that, oh, they don't get help from their mom, or they don't get help from their dad or uncle or aunt or anything like that. Uh, you wondering like, well, damn, how the hell they get out here like that? But you naturally just want to help
Right.
somebody, but you have to kind of see it usually be reasons. You know what I'm saying? It be reasons because sometimes we have the tendency to want to abuse the help, you know what I'm saying? And not in a good
True.
way. Not taking advantage of it in a good way, but we end up abusing it just because the motherfuckers say, hey, you can come to the crib, you know what I mean? I got you until you go to feet. That don't mean
Right.
come to my sit there, and when I'm going out doing my thing, I'm back in you in the same place running up my shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like get on up. You know what I mean? I got you a place so you can wash your ass, you can lay down. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And you can go out there and get it. I give you a day or two, but I'm expecting
Mhm.
you to be one to. I'm expecting you to feel a little funny, being like, hey, well, damn, I'm sitting here all day. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you're
Right.
not feeling funny, just leaning on somebody like that, then that's when you need to check yourself.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because you got it's always one of them running around.
Back. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I have my friends, they be like, I have a couple of them just want to just hang out here. And I'm like, because I'm all about energy too. And when
Mhm.
the energy is like just it's lazy, then it makes I'm like, well, maybe I don't have to do anything today.
Yeah.
And you just feel like I don't want to do nothing. So I need energy that wants to do stuff and that's
Mhm.
positive, you know what I mean, around me. So when they come, I'll be like, nah, like
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
stay here too long because you know what I mean. I'll start getting lazy and not want to
Yeah.
do nothing, just like them. Like, yeah, let's not do nothing. Yeah,
Right.
you know.
Especially if you know you got shit you want to do, and then you feel like you're not entertaining your guests. So
Yeah.
then kind of slow it down so you can accommodate them. So I understand what
Oh
you're
my God, that's the story of my life, and I feel bad because I don't be wanting them to. I ain't gonna say not wanting them here, but like I
saying.
got stuff to do. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Right.
saying? Because they don't. Ain't nobody helping me with the stuff I got going on. You know what I mean? They just want to be here because they bored. And I'm
Right.
entertainment to them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be entertained. I got shit I gotta do. So
Right.
yeah, they don't get that. But yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, and and the real thing, you know what I mean? Like, if it's somebody that's kind of like me and they see that you're busy, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are the people that I value that'll see you busy. And if they do want to kick it with you or whatever, and they ain't got shit to do, then they be like, well, can I help you with something? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
where is that?
You know what I'm saying? But
You
that's
know?
some real friend shit right there. If
Yeah,
you
I
see I
know.
slow myself down to accommodate you with your to entertain you, then why don't you kind of speed yourself up with me sometime and be like, hey man, let me
Thank
help
you.
you with that. You know.
Thank you. No, I need friends like that. And but then sometimes I might be kind of in my bag, like no, I don't want, like I'll say
Gotcha.
no, because I know they didn't come over here to help me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll just be like, no, I'm okay.
Right.
Because I know, and it's weird because we want help and then we'll reject the help.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't want to burden them with my work.
I feel
I'll be like, nah, I'm okay. And,
yeah.
just go ahead home and you got your own stuff to do,
Yeah.
so I get it, you know. So you got this new the new track. Is this new? Is this the Raised by My Hero? Is that
Yeah, that actually dropped June 11th this year.
June
So
11th? So
yeah,
it's
it sure
fresh.
did. Yeah, yeah, it's fresh as I the week of Father's Day it did. Yeah.
Yeah. You be driving stuff like on like I think the last time you dropped something, well not last time, but I know you dropped stuff on Halloween and you you don't be you be like I'm
Yeah.
dropping it on all
Yeah.
holidays and like
Yeah.
so you don't be caring. You're like I don't care. Let's do
Back.
it. You know,
Like,
why why those type of days are so significant?
um, well, the business aspect of it kicks in with me. I
Okay.
know that where people tend to it's a yearly thing.
Mm.
Um, that means my project is going to be thought about yearly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
True.
it
And they
works
know
out.
what day it is, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that keeps me in the loop. I don't have the marketing dollars to keep up with a lot of the big corporations and stuff, but what I can do is make sure that my brand is in everybody ears or quite a few people here each time these holidays come around. So
I know, 'cause I'll definitely be remembering too.
that
Because
was
I'll be like, and he dropped something on the 13th, you know what I mean?
right.
And on Halloween,
For
you
sure.
know.
Appreciate that.
But
Appreciate it.
no,
Yeah, I'm being
and you know what? Now that you said that, I do remember.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, like I guess that is kind of catchy. I didn't even think about it like that. Okay, that's smart. All
Yeah,
right. All right.
appreciate it.
What do
I
you?
got a little brain, got a little brain.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't really think about it like that. But now that you saying that, yeah, it makes sense. You know what I mean? Have you ever done something and you regretted it, like in the music business?
Send one of my uh homies slash uh stage partner to handle a performance without me.
What?
To close it because I was working, my little job at the time, and I couldn't make it.
Wait, you
So
gave him your slot.
gave him. We were having a meeting. I told him to go and represent us for the meeting, and
Okay, for a meeting.
yeah, he was
Oh
late. He
no.
out on the dude. The dude so happened had juice and was affiliated with quite a few other clubs that was out there. So when we would even go to some of these other clubs, they wouldn't let us in because of him spazzing like that. So yeah, kind
What?
of yeah, that was out there in Charlotte. It's like I'm like, are you serious?
So you kind of blackballed because of him, or it's just
At that time, it was to a very small degree. It only lasts for
wow.
maybe about a year and a half, and then I
Dang.
was back out
I mean, a
performing.
year's a long time.
It is. It,
That's
it
a
is.
long time.
Yeah, it definitely is. But
So you still friends with him now, or
we cool. We cool.
what? Did he
We
make
cool.
it up to you? Like, did he apologize?
Mental health is real.
Mhm.
Didn't understand the magnitude of what that person actually has, uh,
Right.
and
That's messed up.
accepted it. Yeah, I had to accept it once I identified what was going on with him. But great person, but
Mm.
has um has mental health issues that they've been dealing with been dealing with since their from understanding from their early 20s, if I'm not mistaken. So
Mm.
so I mean, it was just kind of one of those things. You know your limitations. You know what I'm saying?
Now
Say
you
what?
know not to bring nobody else for
Yeah,
to
at
handle
all.
your situation.
At all.
Wow, that's sad. Like, does that scare you from like having a manager or something like that, giving them that control over your business?
Yeah, I mean, and there's a few other situations where it's been
Mm,
things like that. But I mean, the lesson of the going through that, the lesson that I got to make me self-efficient in this is appreciated. So
right.
sometimes it costs money and sometimes it costs time, but I like to handle my administrative stuff, though I hate to do it. But I like to
I
handle
think
my
you do a
administrative
good
stuff.
job.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, I
Yeah.
try to do all of that myself, and I just I like to steer my boat. So I like to
Yeah.
drive my car. So yeah,
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I think a lot of people when they just let stuff go and they'll be
mm,
like, oh, such and such is taken care of. And I'm like, all
mm,
right. And
right.
that's usually when stuff be falling apart because they don't really pay attention to anything they got going on. You know what I mean? They don't know who's driving, people
Right.
constantly in and out the car, just going down the street. And they don't really, focus on anything because they trust everybody, because they don't want to do the work, you know?
That's the key word right
Yeah.
there. It's laziness. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
And I was there when I first started doing everything ass backwards. All I knew is I wanted to write, I wanted to rhyme, I
Mhm.
wanted to perform, and I was putting myself out there and learned as I went. That was the beauty thing. It was I did want to learn. So I learned little by little.
Yeah.
But for anybody, anything, what I'm saying, we all got instructions for everything. Don't be scared to open up the instructions. It's definitely suggested. There's a manual.
Real.
Have it there for a reason. You know what I'm
Why
saying?
do we open up stuff and just start putting it together? You know
Hey,
what
man.
I mean? Because even I find myself doing, I'll be like, all right, this go here and this go. And then when it's wrong, then I'm like, oh, no. I'm like, well, where does this piece go to? But it's crazy. We do that all the time, and then we gotta do it all over again sometimes.
Man, I mean, we confident in ourselves. You know what I mean, we so used to make something out of nothing. We know, man, I could put
I
this
got
together.
this.
Saying, fuck the details. You feel
Right,
me?
right. I
But,
get it though, because I do it too, and then I wind up having to. You learn, you know what I mean? Because then you gotta do it all over again, you
yeah.
know. And I do that all. I'll be like, oh, this is easy. You got four
Mhm.
pieces, and I'll be like, well, how is this four little pieces and wind up being a whole problem? So,
Right.
yeah, we do that all the time. If you had to, if you were the hip hop industry mayor, if there
Mhm.
was one, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
or president, what's
Mhm.
something that you would change? What would you focus on?
Definitely the pay for the artists,
Okay.
um, receiving the funds, trying to get that increased, which a lot of, a few of these organizations, including ASCAP, Sound Exchange, things like that, they are submitting things to Congress to try to help us get a bigger piece of the pie, which is
Right.
beautiful. Um,
That's good.
Definitely that. Um, Minimizing uh one genre of rap music, um kind of minimizing the aggression, and kind of allowing some of the other ones to kind of flourish as far as conscious rapping. I mean, I know we gotta jam too, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I mean, if we can jam to without telling motherfucker we're gonna take their head off, or
Mm,
you know, we're gonna fuck their bitch, or we're gonna sell dope and we're gonna take this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? All
right.
this risky shit, you know what I'm saying? Like
But don't they got the parental guide, like the parental thing on there so that people kind of know what's too, ex-
I mean,
extravagant?
I mean, I ain't talking about necessarily the explicit content, but I'm talking about curving curving the violence and the drug usage. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? Like, that's I mean, like I said, I'm not tripping too much on the explicit content. I mean, but we want to try to be respectful to the kids or youth, and have that parental advisory. Shout out to Luke for having that, for getting that
yeah.
passed, so we can
Luke
um
went through a lot, boy. I'm trying to tell
so
you.
he put us on. You know what I'm saying? Shout
Yeah,
out.
like I
But
watched a documentary on him and I was like, wow, like I didn't realize how much. I mean, I knew, but I didn't know to the extent
yeah,
much he really stamped everything for a lot of people.
yeah, he
You know?
definitely he did some big shit, man. It was I mean, big stuff for the industry. Um
Mhm.
that we tend to overlook, because the hip hop that was coming, because me, I'm from the South,
Yeah.
and and I lived in New York and in Queens for a little bit. I stayed up there in Maryland for a little bit, so I do know and experience how, uh in like in the '90s, late '90s and stuff like that, early 2000s, how it was viewed, Southern hip hop was viewed, especially coming from Florida, because it was just booty shaking music. You know what I'm saying?
Booty shaking.
And right, so, but it was some other guys like JT Money, Trick Daddy, of course T.I., Outkast, 8 Ball, MJG. There's other artists,
Mhm.
Scarface. They was putting it down lyrically, but
Yeah.
it wasn't getting uh, pushed out there, published out there on well, east for people to really check us lyrically.
Right. Who is your favorite lyricist? Uh-oh.
I mean, outside of myself,
Yeah,
I
outside of yourself.
either I mean, definitely the ones that I named. Scarface. I'm a Pac fan. 8 Ball, MJG. A big influencer of rap, Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? When the Chronic dropped, I
Mm.
fell in love with hip hop then. You know what I'm saying? I was a late bloomer because my pops, he was born in 1949. So I was listening to old school R&B. You know what I'm saying? So and so it was like, but yeah, those are my hip, my top man. I have quite a few other ones, but
What about singers?
Who?
Singers. He said who?
Oh, it's just, oh,
Singers. Like, who is your favorite singer?
uh, definitely David Ruffin. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, you gonna say him? Come
I
on.
gotta put us on, man. What you I gotta do? Um,
But hold on,
um,
he kind of well, all right. I was gonna say he don't count because he was in a group. But
yeah,
all
I'm
right.
more the Temptations.
Okay.
The Temptations, for sure. Al Green. Um,
Oh, you taking it real, you
uh,
taking it all the way back.
Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle. I know me and you rock with Patti LaBelle. I mean,
Yeah, you know, like I'm
that's,
gonna ask you like which one you
right.
come
I,
on. You know.
Anita Baker. Matter of fact, I got my mom for Mother's Day some tickets of Anita Baker performing
Oh
out here in
wow.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that because she used to play that like a mug when I was a kid. So,
Oh my
so I'm happy
God.
to be able
Classic
to let
album.
yeah, for sure. So yeah, but
Classic.
it's quite a
Now
few,
hold
man.
up. Who do you think can sing better, Prince or Michael Jackson?
Now, are you saying make the best
I said
material?
say no. Hold up.
Plus,
Sing. Not anything else. Sing.
I think Mike got that, man.
Oh my done with
I,
you. What
I
you talking
think
about?
oh, I was just listening to an old school song with the Jackson Fives today when Mike was singing. I think it was saying "Just Enjoy Yourself." I don't really know. I heard it briefly. I'm like, man, this jam. First time that I remember ever hearing it. But I heard Mike singing. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
And
wait, hold on. Is this old? This is old Mike. No.
yeah, oh my,
Okay, see,
oh my.
that's different. I'm talking about the
You
one
ain't say that. You ain't,
But
you ain't
but
say
I'm
that.
saying like that was his last body of work. So like we
Yeah.
talking about Mike and then you talking about Prince who can do different like whole his vocal vocabulary is crazy. Mike has like one or two
Okay. Okay. I get.
vocally, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Now
Yeah.
overall entertainer to me, Mike is of course like, you know, ain't nobody messing with him.
Yeah, and
Entertainment.
I don't know because it's hard because it's hard to say, and I rock with Mike on with the
Mhm.
entertainment, but
I
the
mean
see,
over Prince, I'm saying.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But with Prince, with all those damn instruments and
Instruments,
shit,
I know. I was
that
trying
is,
to give you one. I was trying
yeah,
to give Mike one.
I feel you, hey,
I was trying,
we'll
but see,
out,
he got the whole moonwalk, so it's like he kind of
yeah, but that you know
stomped
what I'm
all
saying.
over Prince with that.
Moonwalk, yeah, it's what I'm saying. Sometimes you can moonwalk at a concert and
Right, right.
people go, wait, you know,
I say, no, it's not like you coming on the Prince, like you coming on to my side over here. You
Hey,
coming on.
I ain't taking nothing from Prince at all. I ain't right.
Okay.
Right.
Listen, because I'm like, look, he got Prince know how to make all, he got all them instruments, you know how to play.
Yeah.
Sing
Yeah, that
all different vocal chords. You get what I'm saying? He songwrites and he could
yeah.
do any genre of music. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Rock and roll. And I'm not saying Michael can't either, but like, I mean, he just actually both of them can. So let me take that back. But if they if Michael really wanted to, but
Yeah,
Prince is a songwriter too. Like, his phenomenal, his skills is, up there.
for
So
sure.
but I mean, I know it's hard. I don't know if that's a light skin thing because they always comparing them two together or whatever.
No, we look at their body at work and the impact their
Yeah,
body
yeah,
at work has on people. We ain't got no other choice but to compare those two
yeah,
because it's
yeah.
not too many higher. I mean, James Brown, that's about the only other person that's as high as
You ain't
So
lying.
for
Ooh,
sure, for
and
sure.
I wish I would have had the luxury of seeing James Brown.
Right,
That would have been dope.
man, that'd been amazing.
Yeah,
Sure.
but I did see Gladys Knight in
What?
the city, and oh my gosh, she put on a good show.
That's
Yeah,
what's up.
and I was like front row, and she dropped her
Oh,
earring, and I was like, hold on to it, baby. I said,
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
right.
so
So,
excited. Yup,
yeah, that's
she's
what's up,
beautiful
bro.
too.
Yeah, that's what's up,
And
man.
she still got it. You know
Yeah,
what do you think
yeah.
about the verses and stuff? Like, do you think it's dope still, or like, to see them perform, or some of them, like, I know Patty, I don't think, was it Patty that she didn't do? No, Shaka Khan, I don't think she did good. And I was just like, ooh,
Mm.
girl,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
And
if you saw that one, but
yeah.
no, yeah, she was reading because they put the words and stuff down at the bottom
Mm.
in case they forget anything. Oh.
No.
But I mean, I'm talking about years and years, like some of them
They
retired
did.
and stuff,
And a lot of songs. Yeah, and a lot of
yeah, that's
songs.
a lot of stuff to remember, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the whole versus thing is dope. It's dope, and then it's like sometimes it reveals a lot of things about people because they be unpolished sometimes. They be like, oh, what happened to you?
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Had a few humorous verses. I was able to see myself. I was like, oh wow.
Right.
But that shit just made me like, hey, you gotta stay on point.
Gotta tighten up,
Just
right.
go do this shit. You gotta stay on point.
What's the longest set you had?
The longest what now?
Set, like performance set.
Mm, so between 30 and 45 minutes.
Oh, that's a long time. It seemed like you like, yeah, I got 30 minutes, but then that 30 minutes be like,
Yeah. I
it be
mean,
feeling like forever.
yeah. I mean, it kind of go fast for me.
Really?
With the songs, and I mean, I would say that with maybe excuse me, between 7 to 10 minute break, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
accumulated, you know what I'm saying, kind of before I transition to the next other tracks. Um,
You take
but
7 minutes to transition?
no, I mean the
Oh,
total minutes, you know what I'm saying, before I transition. I mean total minutes throughout the entire set that I might
okay.
have, rest a little bit before I transition. I'll still be saying something, but I wouldn't count
Talking.
that
Yeah.
consistent performance. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So oh yeah, I mean, but nah, it don't, like I said, because when I go off, I mean, that's
When I
I'll
go
be,
off,
yeah. I go, you know what I mean?
oh,
Like, yeah, it's almost like, I mean, for me, it's like if you're looking through a photo album, with pictures and stuff like that, and kind of zoom you into some of those thoughts. So I kind of like, I be gone,
check out.
and and it kind of fly by pretty quickly. I enjoy performing. I enjoy
What's
the
something
whole.
you don't enjoy though in the
Hmm?
music? What don't you enjoy like when you performing, or when you just like in general? What do you hate the most about the whole thing? Because it like every job has a good part and it has a bad part. What's the bad part?
Uh, I mean, I would say, I mean, the sharks.
Mm.
People trying to shark you all the time, snake you. Uh, and yeah, I mean that would be it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, for music to be so intimate for me, or I think, and I think is, with it being such an intangible, almost innocent kind of thing. I mean, it kind of leaves a person when they're in their creative space kind of vulnerable. You know what I mean? So you're real gullible. You want to kind of do things because you enjoy doing what you want to do and you want to present yourself, and people will take advantage of that.
True.
Whether it's trying to especially if they catching you geeked up about a performance, or you just did a performance and you geek, and they want to try to talk business to you. They could possibly swindle you out of bag. You know what
A
I'm
whole
saying?
lot of stuff. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I
Right.
mean, I think that is I ain't too into the sharks. I mean, we all can be sharks.
Nobody want no shark now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I ain't just ain't into that shit. You know what I mean? But it be
Right.
because we be wanting to brag that we the biggest sharks and shit like now.
Uh-uh.
Fuck up with you, dog. You done told me what you is. You feel me?
I
So
don't want no shark now.
facts,
Unless you just on a Shark Tank. You know what I'm saying? Unless
facts,
you're on a Shark Tank, that's different.
facts. Yeah,
Okay. We're gonna
yeah.
jump into Raised by a Hero. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? And
No doubt.
We're gonna check that out for a hot second and see what's going on with that. So I'm
Appreciate
I'm gonna have you listen. You're gonna be listening to it. You can feel free to sing along or rap along with it or whatever if you like. If not, you know. I know it's
it.
like a delay. It probably might be like a delay or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm
You're
gonna
like,
throw
nah,
it.
I'm not.
Hey, I'll perform it live soon though.
Right.
So
Okay.
it'll be
I got
straight out. Be off sync. I think I'll throw it on.
Raised by my hero. I want to give you a big shout out. I was raised by my hero. Thank you, everything. I was raised by my hero. What? I was raised by my hero. What? I was raised by my hero. What? Is the heart of a Leo. What? I was raised by my hero. What? I was raised by my hero. What? I was raised by my hero. Head of the Leo. I was raised by my heroes, made mistakes but fall from a zero. Fine tune my life ever out of keto. Makes me a soldier of my hands and feet, yo. Sweet to the ladies, but it ain't sweet. The better they serving, the better the king. When it's time to strike, strike not at it, strike through it. This world will strike, you gotta learn how to cool it. The wrong friends that get you in something foolish. I pick words that you say and the day is proven to go through things. Understand we all human, but your bounce back game one of the truest. I was raised by my hero. What? I was raised by my hero. I was raised by my hero. Human head on the body of a Leo. What? I was raised by my hero. What? I was raised by my hero. What? I was raised by my hero. What? Where we get hard of a Leo. What? I was raised by my hero. No hate, but whip up a hot plate. Hit the school, getting me in straight. At my games, and even in the band of play. So many stones thrown at them, but somehow must fill up the strength to make me matter. Guard yourself, but don't be a tatter. Respect rank and don't be a cattle. Make your actions be louder than your chatter. Be a man, your word integrity really matters. And act the father is really what matters. Too many slain don't know your pain, but no balance. What? I was raised by my hero. What? I was raised by my hero. What? I was raised by my hero.
Has your dad heard any of your music?
Yeah. I actually sent him when I first recorded that. I gave him the raw version. So he I was happy to see his response to that.
Cry?
He didn't cry.
Do
I
it.
mean,
Do
if he
it.
did, yeah, I ain't see it, but
Oh,
he's
he ain't cry. I thought he was gonna
nah,
cry.
nah. And if he did, I didn't see it, but he was very appreciative. So that's I was just happy to happy to give him something like that.
That was your first song. You did a whole another song. Didn't you do another song about him? Or no?
Mm,
I
Got to
thought
do another song about him.
yeah, I thought you did two songs on him. No?
Mm,
Well, that was Father's Day, I think. Was it Father's?
yeah, I think I just added something up for Father's Day, but
Okay.
I've given him shout outs in songs, but never did an actual song for
Right.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you did the Father's Day too. Okay. It was super catchy though. Say what.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. What's your favorite song of yours?
It's hard to say. Uh, yeah, it's really hard to say.
To narrow
Um,
it down, right?
yeah, it's quite a few. I mean, that's one of the Raised by My Hero is one of my favorites. Mother's Day is one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Hula, that's one of my favorites. Making something out of nothing. Sugarfoot. I got a lot. Yeah, Sugarfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
hard right narrowing it down because I'll be listening to my music. I'll be like, I don't know which one I like the most
that.
somehow,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
because you gotta narrow it down. You know what I mean?
Like, because they represent all different sides of you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
True. Yeah, it is really hard to narrow that down. Okay, so you got the new single out. So what's the plan? What we doing?
well, of course, Father's Day is past.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we're trying to get some tour dates set on up to try to go on out and perform. I'm trying to see if I can get on up there to Philly You know what I'm saying? In August,
Hey,
got ready.
August 20th, you coming?
But I'm trying my best to
I
get it
know.
scheduled. I know we have the Carolina Music Awards out this way,
It's
and
the
in
same day?
August. No, it's not the same day. No, I
Oh,
think that's more so August 5th. So
you
it's
gotta
a
go.
few things kind of clamming in around the same time, and
Oh,
I
I
would
was
like,
trying to put it out there early so everybody can.
yeah, I mean, you did, but it was,
It was not ready before.
it was a lot, there's a lot going on, so yeah.
Oh,
But no, but I mean, you gotta do what you can, you know what I mean? Like I say,
right.
but
Yeah, because you got to bring that backdrop with you, roll it up and come
oh,
on.
believe that it's coming straight up. We got to,
Right.
yeah. Yeah, but I'm looking to do that. I wanted to catch one of the bus tour joints that you be having, air it out, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Perform on the bus.
See, I
That shit
got
look
bad news about that one because what they doing now is they want to have us have earbuds in our ear.
okay.
Yeah, they
Okay.
taking a whole element away from me. So because like the noise restriction.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like because we're going through the neighborhoods and stuff and
Hmm.
and it wasn't just with me, they're doing that all together with all the bus tours with the headset and they talking so they can hear them through them, that way. And I was like,
Mm.
it's kind of defeating the whole purpose.
Yeah, it is because you want people on the outside to hear it too.
Right.
Almost, you know what I
So
mean?
I
But
might have to figure out another creative way to do something else, you know what I mean?
well, I'm
Without
confident.
dealing with them.
Yeah, I'm
So
confident. But I mean, but shit, while I was going, man, that shit looked so beautiful. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
it
And
was.
yeah,
It was
for sure.
historic. That's the
Yeah,
craziest thing because I don't know if it's gonna happen again now. So
yeah,
it was one of them, you should have been there type
yeah, yeah,
of
for sure.
vibes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, for
So
sure.
for
I mean,
sure.
at least you got it down. You had that vision and you put it
Stamped it.
together. So for sure. So damn
Right.
right.
Well,
Damn
hopefully
right.
you'll come down. Like no matter what, like
Mm,
we'll get you in Philly some
for
kind of way.
sure. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, definitely gonna do it. As long as it's air in my lungs, I'm coming to rock with you real soon, for sure, for sure.
Right, for sure. All right. You
Yeah.
got anything else you want to let them know about?
No, just definitely, you know what I mean, stay locked in, join the mailing list at www.13irthmark.com. That's birthmark, but number 13 make the beat.
Mm.
You from there you can lock on in on all my social media and stuff like that. And got quite a few more joints coming on out. Some joints remastered, and some is just new joints. Um, Album coming soon. Endangered MCs. Think he'll
Indeed.
like that. So yeah, we bringing on in on that too. So, but yeah, but other than that, peace and blessings, and
Ooh,
we'll
I
stay
like
free.
I
So,
love the title, In Danger. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Oh,
Okay. All right. Well, I look forward to that. Definitely send some stuff through Air It Out Radio. And
mm,
we'll be tapping in. We talk all the time. So,
for sure.
you know how that goes. All right.
No
It's
doubt.
always a pleasure, Birthmark.
No doubt. All right, late five. You
All
hold
right.
it down.
Air it out
And I appreciate you again, though, for sure.
for sure. Air It Out
All right.
Radio. Let's go, y'all. Smack.
Yeah.